and in this episode of 60 Minutes, we'll be talking with Perseus. He has a long and very interesting story to tell us about all the stuff that he's been doing near Argos. So, after the break, we'll be back with Perseus. 60 Minutes. Welcome back to 60 Minutes. As always, I'm your host, Larry Sprex, and with me today is Perseus. Well, Perseus, thank you for coming.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. I didn't have anything better to do, but it's nice to be here.
Oh, thanks for coming. Now, I hear that you've been pretty busy up around Greece. Is it true that you've been killing monsters and stuff?
I guess you could say that. I've kicked some ass.
Yeah. Oh, very impressive. Now, before we get into all that very, very interesting stuff, could you tell us and the viewers back at home a little bit more about you and your history?
Well, I can start at the beginning. I guess it would be with my mother, Danae, and my grandfather, Acresius.
Now, Acresius, that was the king of Argos, right?
Yes, correct. So, after my mother was born, my grandmother sought the oracle's advice. Since he wanted a son, this oracle told him that if my mother ever ended up having a son, that son would end up killing him.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Who can blame your grandfather? Who wouldn't want a son?
Well, as you can bet, he wasn't too happy about that.
I know I wouldn't have been happy.
So he ended up locking my mother in a chamber.
Oh.
Now, one thing that you have to understand is my mother is sort of a babe.
Really? Oh, I've seen a picture.
You've seen pictures?
Yeah, you're right. He's right.
Yeah. So anyway, one day, I guess, Zeus wanted a piece of that.
Oh.
And
he wants to
tell you what, the guy gets around.
He does. His wife must be pissed.
But he decided he wanted to have her. And this is where it kind of gets weird. The way that she told me the story is that Zeus came into the chamber and was a flowing pile of gold.
Gold?
Yes, gold.
What?
Zeus is a man of many things.
He is indeed.
And long story short, 9 months later, I was born.
Well, I bet your grandfather wasn't very happy about that.
Not at all.
Now, those prophecies from Delphi, they usually don't turn out very well. So, what did your grandfather do when he found out about you?
Well, as you can tell, he wasn't very happy. He was very upset. What he did once he found out about me, that I existed, he sealed myself and my mother into a chest, dropped it straight to the ocean.
Really?
300 feet down.
Wow. That's insane. I can't believe that. How did you survive that?
Well, luckily, thanks to the God, we were saved by a man named Dictys.
Mm-hmm.
Now I call him Uncle Dictys. He actually ended up raising my mother and myself, and all in all, I had a great childhood.
Oh, that's good. This was on, I've heard it's on Seraphos?
Yes, Seraphos Island.
I actually have a summer house there, so I think...
Beautiful.
Is your Uncle Dictys just like a old guy, middle-aged?
Yeah, and
I think I might even know him.
Yeah. He's a local celebrity.
I bet. So now, but other than that, you had a good childhood with Uncle Dictys?
Yes. But there was a downside to it. Uncle Dictys had a dick of a brother, Polydictys, and he was actually the king of Seraphos Island.
Okay.
And I guess what happened, he was jealous. He started to fall in love with my beautiful mom, but how can you blame him? She's a total babe, right?
She's a total babe.
Yeah. And I tried to put two and two together. I think he thought I was in the way of getting them together for some reason. And what happened was, and one day Polydictys gathered all the men on the island together, and in a banquet setting, and we had to present with a horse.
Right. Well, that makes sense. He was holding a banquet. You should give him something.
The king, right?
Exactly.
You pay your respects. At the time, I guess you could say I was a bit of an idiot.
Yeah.
I just thought it would be easy to get in the head of Gorgon.
Gorgon? Really?
Knowing me, you know, being the son of Zeus, I set my expectations high.
Oh, that's pretty high.
And as soon as I said that I would retrieve it for Polydictus, he saw an absolute golden opportunity to get rid of me, and then I went to retrieve it.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. And then, that's a mighty fine task.
I realized that I was a complete idiot.
Okay, now I believe we actually have a scene, a reenactment of what happened, because I believe you met some gods, right?
Yes, I did. Hermes and Athena.
Really? Oh, okay.
Great people.
So,
the best gods out there.
I believe, yeah, I'm being told that we do have a clip of this, so I guess we will roll the clip.
Perseus, we come to help you in your quest to kill Medusa. It is I, Hermes, the messenger god.
It is I, Athena.
Now, I give you this sword. Cut off Medusa's head with it.
And I give you this bag. Use it to hold Medusa's face.
And pow! Magic shoes!
Man, thanks. This is awesome.
Now, be off.
I won't let you down.
And that clip, of course, was done by our expert editors here at the studio. But that was pretty much how it happened, wasn't it?
More or less.
Yeah.
It was a great experience to have those two help me out in that way.
That's good. And you're practically family.
Yes.
Well, that's good. Family always comes down. So, with all your new gear and stuff, I guess that's when you went off to go kill the Gorgon.
Yes.
Now, for those of you who don't know back home, the Gorgons are these. Well, there's three, right? 3? 4? No, there's 3.
There's 3 sisters.
Right, they're sisters. Now, I'm not really sure about the backstory. That's some other guy's problem. But they're pretty ugly, from what I've been told. They got like snake hair, big fangs.
Extra hair, big tusks.
Yeah.
I mean, if you would get hammered off alcohol, you still would want to smoke.
That's it.
I'm talking completely intoxicated, blackout drunk, not in a million years.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
We've all been there, so I think we can all relate to that. Now, they also have this weird stone thing in here. Like, you look at them and you turn to stone, apparently.
Yeah, if you gaze into their eyes, the myth is that you would turn into stone. Yeah.
Not something I would want to test. Oh, leave that. We'll let the prop on that. So, yeah, we actually, I don't know if you knew this, but we actually had a camera crew following you in there when you were going to kill Medusa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, your Uncle Dectus kind of called us up and we... Yeah.
Hasn't seen so well.
We kind of set it up. So, well, I guess, yeah, we can roll that now.
That's what you get for messing with me, Perseus.
That's film footage. Wow, that's just amazing. So, how do you think it all worked for you?
I'm one badass guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get the job done.
You do. You like cut her head off and everything, just stuck it in that sack.
Great trophy.
Now, then you had another adventure, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Yes. Now,
Many of them.
I'm sure. Now, there was something about the princess, right?
Yes.
Andromeda. Right. So,
The one and only.
Now, I'm not sure if you know actually why she was all sent up there, but we were talking to some people in and around the area, and apparently Andromeda's mother, the queen, Cassiopeia, apparently she was like bad mouthing all these nymphs and stuff. So the nymphs went like crying over to Poseidon, and then Poseidon, well, you know how pissy he gets.
Tell me about it.
So apparently, he flooded the kingdom, sent a plague, and then sent a giant monster to attack the kingdom.
Yep.
Amazing. And then apparently, from what I've heard, the king decided the only way to stop them, monsters, floods and all that, was to sacrifice his daughter. And then, well, that's what I hear anyways. So then that's when you came along?
Yep. Came to save the day.
Nice. Now, we actually had some amateur footage. We had some, not one of our guys, it's just some guy with those old-timey video machines. I don't know how they work, but so he actually captured the fight. So I don't know if you've seen it, but I guess this will be the first time for you.
Yes,
So I guess we'll roll it now.
I'm gonna slay the beast. Say hi to Hades for me.
You were no match for me, the great Perseus.
Wow, that was an amazing fight. You're killing monsters left and right.
I'm a badass guy.
So
An ass.
after you saved Andromeda, what did you end up doing?
Well, funny thing is, we actually ended up getting married.
Oh, really? Congratulations. So how are you enjoying married life?
Well, I mean, that's why they have alcohol, right? No, I'm just kidding. It's been great. It's been great. Yeah.
So after you obviously saved Andromeda, that's the whole heading back to get back to Polydectes. So what ended up happening with him?
Well, as you know by now, that I had to get some serious revenge. He tricked me into leaving the island so he could get with my mom.
Right.
And he was chasing me all around for a long time. So what I decided to do was, I still had the trophy, Medusa's head.
Right.
So as if you go back, when you explain that, if anyone looks Medusa in the eyes,
Turns to stone.
yes.
Right.
So the clever guy, I took the head out of the bag and Polydectes looked right at it. He was turned to stone.
Really? Well, that solves the problem right there.
I got rid of that dick.
That's a good one. So, wow, that kind of, well, good. Good for you.
Yeah.
So,
And then after that, I made Uncle Dictus the new king.
oh,
Yeah.
well, that seems fair.
Yeah, and he deserved it.
Well, that's good. So, well, thank you so much for talking with us and telling us your tale. Well, viewers, thanks for joining us on another segment, 60 Minutes. I've, of course, been your host, Larry Rex. Next week, we'll have another exciting adventure of a hero. We'll be hearing from Hercules and seeing how he's doing in his 7 labors. What? What do you mean? He's done 12 labors? Nobody tell me. See you next week.